Hi everyone, welcome to this video on difference of two cubes. In this video, we'll be looking at these two formulas. Okay, let's begin. So first thing I like to do is to prove that the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. So I'm going to take the left-hand side, and I want it to be equal to the right-hand side. And so how do I do this? So I write out the left-hand side first of all. And I want this to be equal to the right hand side, so I'll write out this first of all. Okay, so first of all I'm going to expand this. So this is how you do it. So go a times a squared, which is a cubed, a times minus ab, you should get minus a squared b, and then a times b squared, which is ab squared. Then you go b times a squared, which is b a squared. I'll write it like this, sorry. Just put the a at the front. And now you go b times minus ab, so that's minus ab squared. Then b times b squared, which is b cubed. Okay, so if you're wondering what I did, I just did this times this, then this, times this, then this, times this, and the same thing for the other side. I went this, times this, times this, and this one times this one. Okay, so what do we get as a result? So a cubed plus b cubed is equal to a cubed, this cancels out, so this part cancels out, and then this part cancels out, and we're left with, so and a minus and a plus. Just watch out for this. Minus and a plus gives you a minus. So minus b cubed. Oh wait, sorry. Not minus, it's plus. Because this is only regarding this part of the equation. When you look at this, you do not distinguish this and this because the minus and the plus is not like being timesed. You know what I mean? So it's but plus b cubed. Because this minus is only for this part of the equation, and this is already cancelled out, so that means the minus is not there anymore. And the b, we only take this part of the b. So basically the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. And you get the point. So if this one's equal to that one, that means the other one would be equal. So now we know that the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. Let's do some examples. So rub this out. Okay. So say we were given x cubed plus 8y cubed. So we're looking at this formula. What does it tell us to do? So the formula is put into two parentheses, so two brackets, and it's saying a plus b. So in this case, the variable is being changed because we're using x and y. So instead of using a plus b, we'll be using x and y. What I just said. Okay. So what have they done from here to here? So they've started off with a cubed, and then they've just turned to a. So that means they've taken the cube root of a cubed. So we know that's x by looking at this. And now for b, it's the same thing. But this time, the cube root, we have to take the cube root of 8. So that's basically how you write it. So the cube root of 8. If you don't already know how to do this, there's two methods of doing this, but I'll just show you the first method I like to use. So just go like this. So leave it as 8, and then change, and if you, square root basically means half. But in this case, if there's a cube, like any exponent at the top of it, it changes the meaning of it. So if it's half, is regarding for square root, a third is regarding for this, what we have over here, and a quarter is for like this. So that's something to keep in mind. So we write it like that. And so now, for this to work, you need your exponent to be the same as the denominator of our exponent. So we're going to write it as 2 to the power of 3 times 1 over 3. So now we can multiply and we can cancel out the exponent value and we should be left with 2. So that's basically how you solve a cube root. Okay, so we know it's plus 2y, and if you don't know how we got the y, same thing for the x. So y cubed becomes y, and same here, it shows a cubed has become a. Same thing as what we've done right here. So plus 2y, and now what does it tell us to do? So we're looking at the second part of our parentheses, so a squared. So basically they've taken this and they've just reduced the power by 1. They've kept it as, they've kept everything dead, just reduced the power by 1. And now, so they've minused, and then a times b. So they've multiplied whatever's in their first parenthesis, and that's what they've left. So x times 2y, which gives you 2xy. Remember to write the number at the front of to put the number at the front, because that's how you do it. Okay, so the last thing they've done is b squared and plus. So plus b squared. So same thing. So it's telling us to take b squared, and remember b squared is whatever is in this position. So when you take b, so you take b, which remember b is equal to 2y, and you have to make it to b squared. And that's quite simple. You just go 2y to the power of 2, and 2 times 2 is 4, y to the power of 2 is y squared. So that's straightforward. So you should get this. So this should be your final answer. So that's straightforward. But remember, for solving these, you really need to know what is in the position of, like, if it's a minus or it's a plus, because the formulas are different. For a minus, if the equation has a minus between the variable, then you have to use this formula. But if it's the other way around, then use the other one. So keep that in mind. So let's do 8x to the power of 3 minus 27y cubed. Okay, this is our question. So doing the same thing, we need to drop our 2 parentheses. Remember the second parentheses is always bigger. Okay. So first thing we need to do, we take a. So a is literally the cube root, and we already know how to do this. We've done it now for y. We've done the same thing for y. So what I just did, like, find the cube root of 8, we know is 2. So it's going to be 2x, and x is just cube root of x to the power of 3 is x. And now 27. So basically you take the cube root of 27. Cube root of 27. Same thing. If you want me to do this, I'll do it for you. So 27 is just like this. So 3 to the power of 3, and then the exponent is 1 over 3, and then this cancels out. You're left with 3 as your answer. So rub this out. So minus 3y, and a squared. Oh, sorry. No, a squared. Yeah, a squared. So a squared is basically 4x squared. 4x squared. Okay. So next step is AB. So you multiply this by this, and you should get a result of 6xy, and then plus b squared, which is basically so you take this. We already know that b is equal to 3y, so b squared will just be 3y squared, which will be 9y squared. So plus 9y squared, and that's your answer basically. So So thank you for watching, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed this video on difference of two cubes. Subscribe for more math content, and bye.